The tipping point. How little things can make a big difference. Malcolm Gladwell. The tipping point. In the course of our conversation, Hokcho did this over and over again, delighting in trying together the loose ends of a lifetime. For his 70th birthday, he attempted to track down a friend from elementary school named Bobby Hunsinger, whom he hadn't seen in 60 years. He sent a letter to every Bobby Hunsinger he could find, asking them if they were the Hunsinger who lived at 4501 First Lane in Cincinnati. This is not normal social behavior. It's a little unusual. Hokcho collects people the same way others collect stamps. He remembers the boy he played with 60 years ago, the address of his best friend growing up, the name of the man he called his girlfriend had a crush on, and she spent her junior years overseas. These details are critical to Hokcho. He keeps on his computer a roster of 1,600 names and addresses, and on each entry is a note describing the circumstance under which he met the person. When you are talking, he took out a little red pocket diary. If I met you and like you and you happen to mention your birthday, I write it in, and you will get a birthday card from Roger Hokcho. See here, Monday was Ginger Broom's birthday, and Wiedenberger's first anniversary, and Alan Schwartz's birthday is Friday, and our yardman is Saturday. Most of all, I think, shy away from this kind of cultivation of acquaintance. You have our circle of friends to whom you are devoted. Acquaintance we keep at arm's length. The reason we don't send birthday cards to people we don't really care a great deal about is that we don't want to feel obliged to have dinner with them and see a movie with them or visit them when they are sick. The purpose of making an acquaintance, the most of us, is to evaluate whether we want to turn the person into a friend. We don't feel we have the time or the energy to maintain meaningful contact with everyone. Hokcho is quite different. The people he put in his diary or on his computer are acquaintances. People he might run into only once a year or once every few years. And he doesn't shy away from this obligation that connection requires. He has mastered what sociologists call the weak tie, a friendly yet casual social connection. More than that, he happy with the weak tie. After I met Hokcho, I felt slightly frustrated. I wanted to know him better, but I wondered whether I would ever have the chance. I don't think he shared the same frustration with me. I think he's someone who sees value and pleasure in a casual meeting. Why is Hokcho so different from the rest of us? He doesn't know. He thinks it has something to do with being the only child whose father was often away, but that doesn't really explain it. Perhaps it's best to call the connector impulse simply that, the impulse, just one of the many personality traits that distinguish one human being from another. 3. Connector is important to more than simply the number of people they know. The importance is also a function of the kinds of people they know. Perhaps the best way to understand this point is through the popular Farlow game, 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. The idea behind the game is to try to link any actor or actress through the movies they've been in to the actor Kevin Bacon in less than 6 steps. So, for example, O.J. Simpson was in Naked Gun with Cecilia Presley, who was in Ford Fairlane with Gilbert Gottfried, who was in Beverly Hills Cop 2nd with Paul Reiser, who was in Diner with Kevin Bacon. That's 4 steps. Mary Pickford was in Screen Snapshot with Clark Gable, who was in Combat America with Tony Romano, who 35 years later was in Starting Over with Bacon. That's 3 steps. Recently, a computer scientist at the University of Virginia by the name of Fred Tarzan actually sat down and figured out what the average Bacon number is for the 250,000 or so actors or actresses who have played in television, film, or major motion pictures, and came up with 2.8312 steps. Anyone who ever acted, in other words, can be linked to Bacon in an average under 3 steps. That sounds impressive, except that Taden then went back and performed an even more heroic calculation, figuring out that what average degree of connectedness was for everyone who had ever acted in Hollywood. For example, how many steps on average does that take to link everyone in Hollywood to Robert De Niro and Shirley Temple or Adam Sandler? Taden found that when he listed all Hollywood actors in order to their connectedness, Bacon ranked only 669th. Martin Sheen, by contrast, can be connected to every other actor in 2.63681 steps, which put him almost 650 places higher than Bacon. Elliot Gould can be connected even more quickly in 2.63601. Among the top 15 are people like Robert Macomb and Gene Hackman and Donald Sutherland and Shelley Wiener and Burgess Meredith. The best connected actor is all time Rod Steiger. Why is Kevin Bacon so far behind these actors? One big factor is that Bacon is a lot younger than most of them, and as a result, has made poorer movies, but explains only some of the differences. There are lots of people, for example, who have made lots of movies and aren't particularly well connected. John Wayne, for example, made an extraordinary 179 movies in his 60 years career and still ranks only 116th at 2.7173. The problem is that more than half of John Wayne's movies were Western, meaning that he made the same kind of movie with the same kind of actor over and over again. But take someone like Steiger. He has made great movies like the Oscar-winning When the Waterfront and dreadful movies like Carpool. He won the Oscar for his role in the Heat of the Night, and he made B movies so bad they went straight to video. He played Mussolini, Napoleon, Pontius Pilate, and Al Capone. He's been in 38 dramas, 12 crime pictures and comedies, 11 thrillers, 8 acting films, 7 westerns, 6 war films, 4 documentaries, 3 horror flicks, 2 sci-fi films, and a musical, among others. Rod Steiger is the best connected actor in history because he has managed to move up and down and back and forth among all the different worlds and subculture and the niches and levels that the acting profession has to offer. This is what connectors are like. They are Rod Steigers of everyday life. They are people whom of all of us can reach in only a few steps because, for one reason or another, they manage to occupy many different worlds and subcultures and niches. In Steger's case, of course, his high contactness is a function of his versatility as an actor and in all likelihood some degree of good luck. But the case of conductors, the ability to span many different worlds is a function of something intrinsic to their personality, some combination of curiosity, self-confidence, social ability, and energy. I once met a classic conductor of Chicago by the name of Royce Weber. Weber serves as a commissioner of cultural affairs for the city of Chicago, but that's all.